In my previous live session, I explained that we have the bearish range because we have the bearish change of character because we have a QM here and then we have a QM here. Once we confirmed the QM, everything was bullish until here. But market never reached to the extreme order block. This is the unmitigated wick basically. This one is the unmitigated wick. Market never reached here. It's just building up the liquidity just below this order block or unmitigated wick. But sometimes you can still enter on the shorter term time frame entry because if even 15-minute time frame you are still below the POI, and if market turns maybe on the 1 minute or on the 3 minute time frame, if there is a setup you can take it. Why? Because you are just looking for maximum 4 to 5 hour, and 4 to 5 hour is like from this move you can get it, or from this move even the market wants to go higher, but even you can get the move if there is a setup. And we are going to discuss the setup, but I didn't take the setup today because I was thinking today is a USA is closed, so I was not expecting a lot of volume, so I woke up late. But when I saw there was a setup, but it already passed. So once the market opened here during the Frankfurt session here, and what I do usually every day, I go on the 1 minute time frame. And on the 1 minute time frame, what we have? On the 1 minute time frame, we have the QM, right? In fact, this one. So this is the QM, right? Once we have the QM for the confirmation entry, what we want? We want to see an opposite QM. And the market is just coming down. This is a valid pullback, right? So if this is a valid pullback and this is the liquidity grab, and then this one is the break of structure, and then we have what? We have the opposite QM. And if you enter just here and your stop loss is just above the high, you can grab like a 5 hour or something just here if you want to. But like I said, this is the first setup if you want to take. And the second setup is where? Second setup is once the one, look here, this is the most important point and why I feel the need to create the video on this. I explained in most of my videos that when we use the confirmation setup, how I do. I move on the 1 minute time frame. This is the step number one. QM here, QM on the opposite side, take the liquidity, and then I just enter and stop loss something here. But once 1 minute setup is done, then I move to the 5 minute time frame. This is the step number two. On the 5 minute time frame, I always check that which one is the swing point. And can you see that this is the swing point on the 5 minute time frame? Let's draw like this something. 5 minute. So this is a 5 minute swing point. And once the 1 minute time frame we get the target should not be below this level, because from this level we are expecting a very deep pullback, because now this is a 5 minute time frame. And like I said in few of my videos, I explained that if the market on 1 minute time frame is coming something like this, and then it reaches to the 5 minute or even the 15 minute, then these highs are not protected anymore. Then you have to go to the 5 minute or maybe the 3 minute time frame to find the new QMs and enter, because mostly these will become the liquidity and maybe you will enter something from there. Why? Because now once you are on the 5 minute or 15-minute swing point, you will expect a deeper pullback. So in this case, on the 1 minute time frame, if the target was here, it was like 4.75 hour, and then once we get the 5 minute external range liquidity, so this is the 5 minute. I call this external range liquidity, and but it's if you think that only like something is like this, and the market take the internal range liquidity and then take the external range liquidity. If you think only this is the external range liquidity, everything outside of your range on the major time frames is external range liquidity. And remember this, by the way, if you confuse, you just don't write the external range liquidity. For me, this is the external range liquidity on 5 minute time frame. And once market reach the external range liquidity, I expect a deeper pullback. And this is what this high, like I said, is not protected anymore. Why? Uh, because we are expecting a deeper pullback now, and now we have the range something like this. This is the QM, and then this is the low, this is the lower high, this is the lower low. Why? Because this is the QM, liquidity grab, breakup structure, this one, and then the liquidity grab and the breakup structure is here. And this breakup structure is also working as a what? Internal range liquidity. Once we have the internal range liquidity, our we have the QM here, something here, and now we have the range from there to here. In this case, we have what? We have the internal range liquidity. We can enter here on the internal range liquidity, and stop loss. It depends. You just want the stop loss above this high. I don't see a very big stop loss. It looks just 2 hour. It's I'm sorry, not 2 hour. I mean 2 pips stop loss only. So you have a 2 pip stop loss. What you are looking for now? You go to the 15-minute time frame, and what is the next swing point? You have the next swing point 15-minute here, right? So this is for me is 15-minute what? External range liquidity, and this is where I'm expecting a very deep pullback. So once we go on the 1 minute time frame, I see here on the 15-minute time frame, this is the 3.4 hour or something. But like I said, I like to take a minimum of a 4 hour trade, 4 to 7 hour, something like this. So I can move a little bit further down, because it's sometimes the market will just take the liquidity and then reverse so hard, but sometimes the market will just crush the level like this. So it depends on the live price action, how you look the market. But in any case, the point is you can easily get 4 hour from this trade, and 4 hour something, or 4.5 or something like this, and you should be about 8 hours in 2 trades, something like. And then once this trade is also done, but like I said, that on the 15-minute time frame, we are basically just building up the liquidity just below this unmitigated wick. So I'm not interested to go further lower, and I keep selling, and I'm just say maybe we will reach here. I don't know, and nobody know we will reach here or not. But actually, we have already taken the Asian range low. So once we have taken the Asian range low, since we are bullish overall, once here we have, this is the bearish range, and then after this QM we are bullish until we reach to the extreme, and this is all the empty space. So this is all liquidity is building up. So the market didn't meet market didn't meet its objective yet. So that's why I am just not interested to keep selling continuously. I'm looking for this level actually. But like I said, we still can find entries, even we didn't reach to this level. Like we can catch these kind of moves even in the counter trend. But anyways, I don't know how you call a counter trend or pro trend, but everything that works for you is basically the pro trend, because if you have the range something like this, and this range is confirmed, and then you have the range something like this, and you are entering here, and you are targeting this external range liquidity. So you enter here, you target this one. What is this? This is your pro trend trade on that time frame. But maybe on the 15-minute time frame, this is the counter trend, something like this. But on your trading time frame, this is the pro trend trade. So at the same time, we are playing the counter trend and pro trend. So don't think too much on this. If you have the setup, you can take it, but always remember, I don't mean that you go opposite to your main objective. You always remember your objective. Your objective is this one, unmitigated weak as a POI. So I still look for this one, and I will actually I want to sell above this level. Above this level, what is this level? This level is H1 change of character, this one, because we have this one is what, this one is breakup structure, and then on the H1 time frame this is just going higher, and H1 time frame this is the internal range liquidity, and I'm looking for to sell, to take this high and sell something from there. But that is a little bit intermediate time objective, but you can still play on the 1 minute time frame. And this move is actually coming from where market took the Asian range high, and then you have the two setups, and you can play them until where, until you reach to the Asian range low, and then you start to look to your overall objective again, something like this. And if you want to find the bearish trade, something from here, look here, this is your Asian range low, and you know that our main objective is unmitigated weak. So this is where you can wait for the QM. And where is the QM? Look here, this is I don't know if this is a valid pullback or not. These are all same bars, something like I have no idea that this, I don't think so that this is the valid pullback. So we don't have any valid pullback until something like maybe this is the liquidity grab, and this one, let me check 1 second. This is the liquidity grab, and this is the QM. So our QM is confirmed here basically, here. Okay, QM is confirmed, and on our bearish QM, where is the bearish QM? The bearish QM is here, the liquidity grab and the breakup structure, and our bearish QM is also confirmed, right? And then we are back to the internal Asian range low, and you don't need to think too much on this. The market will take, don't be too much precise that market need to take everything for you. Just enter here, here at the Asian range low, and this is your stop loss, and you can target 5 or something like this. It's 4.5 hour. So this could be another trade. And one thing, if you are wondering that, like I said, that this is not only the first trade basically I'm talking. This trade not only come from the Asian range high, but also if you see the previous day high, let's go on the 15-minute time frame. So what was the previous day high? This is the previous day, right? So the previous day high was this one, previous day high. So market took the previous day high liquidity, and because this is during the Asia time, and then market just the second time grabbed this liquidity again, and this turned into what? The inducement. And inducement, if you know, that is my bread and butter setup. So this is also the confluence that what, once the market take the inducement, and I always explain in my every video, it always, or most often than not, it goes to the other side of the market. So this is the major objective for me. If the market will take the inducement, I will look for the market to go on the other side of the range, this one. So this is also the confluence that you have the first trade here, second trade here, and once your objective is done, like I said, you from the Asian range low, there was a bullish setup.